Yeah, Namaskar. Welcome. And let me first share the presentations. Once you can see the slides, somebody just let me know.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. So there are 22 steps, especially for becoming successful as an entrepreneur. Anybody knows which are these 22 steps? Anybody can unmute or
Yes,
maybe
you
put
can
it in the
unmute
chat.
and can speak. Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. Those who have visited BYST Pune office will know the answer. Okay, I will reveal the answer myself. There are 22 steps from the parking floor to BYST office. On a lighter note, this is what the data holds usefulness for us. And in this session, I'm going to share business analytics and how you can transform data for decision making through business analytics. So, are you interested in learning a method with which one company generated revenue of almost 800 crores just because they are using business analytics? So, let's get started.
Mr. Velumani of Chennai. Sir, is it Mr. Velumani?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is this a question for me? I did not get it.
No, just a 800 crore company, sir has told. I thought it is a 800 crore company in Tamil Nadu. One person, Mr. Velumani, has transformed the business from 0 to 800 crores business. That's what I
Okay,
want.
okay. No, there are actually 22 steps from the parking floor to BYST office. So this I shared on a lighter note.
Okay, okay.
There are three things basically I will share in this webinar. One is about business analytics concepts, how you can use business analytics, and I'm also going to share a few examples about business analytics and how it can be used.
We'll follow, sir.
Sorry?
We'll follow, sir.
Okay, sure. So, as you can see from the slide, in this movie Bahubali, there is a peculiar puja or some kind of a promise being made by his mother to Lord Shiva that to fulfill some wish, she promises that this Shiva Linga, she will do the abhishek of the river water for 1001 times or something like that. And what Bahubali does later on, knowing about this, is that removes that Shiva Linga from the place and puts it under the waterfall. What I'm trying to communicate is that when you change your perspective towards looking at the problem, there are number of times bigger and better ways to solving the problems as such. And not always there are problems, but there are opportunities also. In a similar fashion, business analytics can actually help you in solving your business problems or for understanding or identifying some newer business opportunities also. So let me share a business analytics concept with you, that what exactly is business analytics and how it is useful to you. Business analytics is a concept and applications can be called in various different names as such. We always start with the problem or an opportunity with the business analytics, that whether you want to reduce the cost of uh, your product manufacturing, or you want to improve the profitability, or especially for small businesses, you want to get more customers. So whatever is your problem or the opportunity statement, based on that, you need to find out a relevant data for it. Number of times some part of that data is already available to you. Sometimes you want to take data from outside your own system and collect and collate that data together with the data that you have. Based on this data, we get some or the other kind of information. So to give you an example, that when you are manufacturing, let's say, furniture, as a small entrepreneur and you have an interior designing business, you are looking for a data about households who are looking for furniture solutions. Once you get some data about that, once you start talking to people, you may find the information that everybody who is looking for a furniture may not be my customer, but somebody who wants to customize the furniture, these are the people who are more relevant for my business. This is the information that you get. Based on this data, based on this information, you take a decision that yes, I want to cater to this specific target market and move on with my business. And once you understand this chain of data, information, and decision, over a period of time, you become knowledgeable. And as with any other system, there is always a feedback loop almost at each stage where you are continuously taking the feedback. And again, it becomes either part of the problem or it becomes part of the opportunity that you want to engage. So there are three O's of analytical techniques all of us should understand. Don't get bogged down because of the words like analytics and techniques. Analytics is nothing but an analysis. So there are three O's that we have to follow. Number one is obtain, number two is organize, and number three is observe. So when we want to find a solution to a peculiar problem or identify an opportunity, say for example, creating clothes from clothes people who have already used those. So collecting those, we have heard of this example from Swapnil Joshi sometime back in Pune, where he identified that in place called as Panipat in India, there are a lot of huge amount of used clothes come in. And then he once obtained this data, he organized it in a such a way that he observed a business opportunity in that. In a similar fashion, in an analytical technique, first O is to obtain. So you always need to obtain data, put the data in the right place, that is the organization, and observe that what's exactly that you can correlate from the data. So I will give you an example. Let's say you have data about your customers in your mind, but not in a paper form or not in some kind of a spreadsheet or Excel sheet or things like that. What you need to do is first capture all that data, that is the obtain. Once you obtain that data, you can easily organize that how many customers I have from this zero to, let's say, 2 crore revenue frame, 2 crore to 4 crore, and things like that. So there are numerous ways in which you can organize that data. And once you organize that data, you may find a pattern saying that I have huge number of customers who are startups who don't have a revenue also right now. So this is your observation, but that observation can only come once you have obtained the data, you have organized the data, and you have made some observations in that. So we have to remember these three O's, which are useful for analytical techniques. There can be any use of tool as such. We should understand the technique or basic philosophy. So first we understood the concept of business analytics and how we are using for data for decision making. Second, we are understanding about analytical techniques, three O's, how we can obtain data, organize and observe. Next step is to know about tools, because there are numerous tools available and number of times we get uh, so much confused in what tool shall I use for what purpose. So I'll just give you two examples right now since we have limited time. Number one is the visualization, that is the data visualization. So for data visualization, you can see this data visualization about women entrepreneurs in India. and they have given different data sets or data items about women entrepreneurship, about their personality, personal priorities, about networking, about their mindset, about various numbers as such. And you can see that with different colors, with different visualizations, the data which could have been easily given in a single paragraph is now looking very beautiful thanks to data visualization. Another example that I have shared over here is of an Excel sheet for a monthly budget. Now, such sheets, you can get it very easily because they are available as templates. So you need not start something from scratch and start using whatever is available to you. So if you go to Excel and go to new file and key in whatever the table that you have in mind, and you will get some or the other kind of a template to create data from that. So this example is of monthly budget, and you will get this template very easily. What is the important aspect is to start using those tools and putting the data in properly, because processing that data is also comparatively easy today, whether you are using Excel or whether you are using Google Sheet or some other form of a spreadsheet. Now there are numerous other data visualization tools available like Tableau and so on. But my focus right now is to share the basics or fundamentals of business analytics for you, so that for tools you have different opportunities and avenues available which you can easily use and identify and explore different tools. I'm going to share one case study about Titan with you. And what you have to basically understand that although I know that our audience is small businesses, when we understand such examples or case studies, we can take inspiration from that and identify how that can be used for us. So let me share the case study with you about Titan. So when I mentioned that in the beginning that one company made almost 800 crores thanks to business analytics, the company name is Titan. So Titan company is using business analytics very successfully. They have a customer database of almost 20 million customers. So there is a huge database. There are attributable revenue into analytics. That is, they can identify that this revenue is generated because of analytics. That is 800 crores rupees. They have achieved sales forecasting accuracy of 93%, which is very high based on my experience. So any organization that is size of Titan can predict their sales for next quarter or next year or whatever the time frame that they are referring to 93% accuracy is very high, because on your sales forecast, a lot many other things are aligned, and hence if sales forecast is accurate, there are higher chances that you will perform really well. And if the sales forecasting is inaccurate, there are many problems that you are going to face, like cost and so on. Titan company could start 40 to 45 new stores because of business analytics. So they use a tool called as Third Eye, and with the help of business analytics, they can identify that what are the areas where they can start a new store. So this tool is basically helping them in not only communicating with the customers, but also identifying newer locations for the store opening. Analytical functions. There are numerous analytical functions possible. I'm just giving some examples as to what Titan is using. Number one, reporting. Business analytics is extremely useful in reporting, because for any management or for any entrepreneur, you need to have continuous reporting mechanism in place. Then only you can improve maybe your profit or revenue or whatever is your goal. Suggesting improvements and proposal evaluations. So these are just three indicative analytical functions undertaken internally. So there may be suggestion of improvements in terms of reduction in cost, increasing in revenue, product design. Proposal evaluation may be in terms of internal proposals about new products, new services, and so on. The company also uses analytics-driven personalization, wherein they are using analytics for marketing, they are using analytics for customer experience, they are using analytics for retail, and they are also using analytics for e-commerce. Personalization is very important for any business. Let's say you are getting some message, whether it's a SMS or WhatsApp message, and if that message is coming with your name, so when that is happening, you will probably read that message, and there are higher chances that anybody else will also read that message because it has a personalization to it. Or let's say on your birthday you get a message wishing you on your birthday, you get a message on your anniversary, and so on. So that is what I mean by personalization. So that is used in marketing, that is used in customer experience. Let's say you are chatting with a chatbot in any of Titan's brand's website. There also they help in developing the personalization, whether it's retail or e-commerce. So if you go to a store and particular product is not available, that product can be made available online. And that can be sent to your location. So all these possibilities are available and possible because of business analytics. Metrics tracked with analytics. There are numerous metrics or numbers being tracked. So increased campaign engagement and response. Campaign is nothing but, say, for example, right now, Navratra festival is happening. So let's say that they are running some campaign of, let's say, doing some mehendi in store on weekends. So if this is a campaign, they need to communicate that and identify the response. Driving walk-ins. So such campaigns are helping in driving walk-ins, but they can also track all that digitally thanks to the business analytics platform that they are using. There is also better user engagement with the help of social media, with the help of the application that they have. So all these metrics or these numbers can be tracked with the help of business analytics, especially in terms of entrepreneurs. We see that it's at the entry level or at the beginning of their business, they don't follow or maintain data properly. So whenever we ask them questions about what is your current sales, what is your current cost, what is your profitability, gross profit, net profit, and all those things, many times numbers are not handy because they are not using any system for that. There are numerous analytics services being used, for example, in merchandising, in retail, in manufacturing, finance, and HR. So when you are merchandising different products, when you are putting your products through retail, you are manufacturing the product, you are providing the finance, and you are also doing the human resource function. Titan is using analytics services for all these functions as such. Phygital is nothing but physical plus digital, which is a seamless integration of offline and online customer experience. So as I have mentioned earlier, if a particular product is not available in the store itself, they can book a online product for you, which can be delivered at the store or at your location, whatever is the case applicable. Now, this is again possible because of business analytics and customer reach, which business analytics they could reach 170,000 customers. So this number is huge. What I'm trying to say with the help of this case study is that if an organization which is already big could become a bigger organization because of business analytics, small businesses definitely can utilize the power of business analytics and take it to the next level. That is the purpose of sharing this case study. There are numerous ways and means through which we need to understand the power of business analytics. I'm going to share some parameters for scanning business ideas, and these parameters will help us in identifying different avenues in terms of business analytics. Number one parameter for scanning a business idea, since we all deal with many a times small and medium enterprises, attractiveness of the idea, your business idea, your product idea, your service idea, how much it is attractive. Let's say that there is a water available to us now in different forms. Say, for example, earlier we used to get only tap water. Then somebody said that no, no, you have to have a filter water. So we got filter. Somebody said in summers use matka so that it will cool naturally. Somebody said, no, 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 you have to have a fridge, so you have a cold water. Then somebody said that, forget that, we'll put water from Himalaya in a water bottle and then you can drink that water. Somebody said that Himalaya water is not good enough. We will put water from Alps and that will be really good to you. Then somebody said that, oh, that water bottle that you are currently using is outdated. It is not smart water bottle. I'll give you smart water bottle. So it will alert you to drink water in between. So there is an inbuilt alert being set. So if you are looking at the idea is still about water, but the idea is in coming in different forms and shapes because of attractiveness of the idea is changing. Making sense? Second parameter for scanning business idea is about ability to undertake. Now, idea is attractive, but can I undertake? Do I have any experience or exposure about dealing or having some or the other kind of business about water? If I don't have, do I know somebody who has the ability and I can make that person as a co-founder and together we can start this business? So all these aspects are very important because when you are putting your or developing your case file, especially to get a loan with a bank, all these parameters are important and some of the other aspects of these parameters will be asked to you as a question by a banker to know how much prepared are you about your own business that you are proposing to get money for. Somebody just let me know, are we on track? Is it making sense? You can unmute yourself or you can put a chat message. Third aspect is the practicality. I can have a beautiful idea, but if it's not practical, say for example, I want to take water from River Ganga, holy water, and put it in a bottle and sell it. But is the idea practical? I have heard, I'm not quite sure, and somebody can vouch for that. I have heard that you can actually buy water from River Ganga in a post office. I haven't tried that, but I have heard about it. I feel that this idea is also attractive. The government could have ability to undertake such an idea, and they have also made it practical. Although I haven't checked that idea myself, but if anybody knows, please let me know. Potential of market demand. I can have a beautiful idea, but there is no demand for that product. Although the idea is attractive, although somebody has the ability to undertake that idea, it is practical also, but there is no potential demand for that. Then your idea is in trouble. Why I'm giving all these parameters? Because we can use business analytics for different phases of this idea scanning. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have an idea to create an amphibian vehicle, a vehicle which can you can use it on the road, you can use it on water, and you can use it in air. Now, there are, I believe, such amphibian vehicles are there, but is there a potential demand for that? So, especially looking at the parking's challenges, you may say that, oh, that's a good idea. If I have an amphibian vehicle, if there is no parking available on the road, I will park my vehicle in a river. So it is easier said than done because there should be enough people, not only who are interested in the product, but they are also have ability to pay for that product. So potential for market demand is very important. Next parameter is ability to combat competition. So if there is a tremendous competition available for that product already, do you have a ability to combat that competition? I'll give you an example. Let's say an entrepreneur comes out with the idea of a new soap. Do you think it's an innovative idea? So there is, by current situation, I believe there are I believe more than 200 or 500 varieties of soaps available. Soap for a bath, hand wash, face wash, shampoo, and so many different varieties are available. But let's say that somebody comes out with a smart soap. Considering your skin type, the soap will understand that what kind of a skin sensitivity that you have, whether it's oily skin or whatnot. I'm just cooking up this idea right now. And your smart soap will dispense the peculiar quality of soap which you require. And let's say that soap comes with three types of soap varieties. So three types of skin tones can be identified with this smart soap. Now, this has the ability to compete with other soaps because other soaps automatically become dumb soaps because they don't have this smart capability inbuilt. Next parameter is ability to not only combat the competition, but ability to differentiate also. So let's say that by the time you develop this product, four other competitors are already there in smart soap market. Then how you can differentiate? So there are numerous ways to differentiate, maybe based on the price, maybe based on the quality, maybe based on the brand name. So how you can identify that? What are the different avenues to do that? At each of these phase, business analytics can be useful. Second last parameter for scanning a business idea is price potential. So for how much price I can sell the product, what will be the cost of it, what will be the profit margin, what will be the gross margin, and so on. Can I test the same product with different prices and all those things? What are the competitor prices? Can I get analysis of all the soap prices available in India, and can I analyze those? So all these capabilities are already available within business analytics, and you can use that. And last parameter is about resource availability. Do you have the right kind of resources available to you? So for example, this smart soap situation that we have been talking about, is there a technology available where you can put in a chip inside that soap, and you also have a mechanical mechanism in place where it can dispense one out of the three varieties available in that particular soap? So are you having those resources in terms of research and development, manufacturing, after sales service, support, and so on? So we always have to look for resources availability. Now we have done the parameters for scanning business ideas. Now let us look at the next aspect, which is again a very important aspect, are these quadrants. And I'm going to explain these quadrants with you. I have designed this business analytics awareness matrix. So what this matrix is all about? So there are two axes. Are you able to see the diagram properly? So
Yes, sir.
on, yeah. So on one axis,
Yes, sir.
okay. So on one axis, we have awareness of business analytics concept, and on another axis, we have awareness of business analytics in practice. So what I'm sharing right now is the concept. Also, I have shared some aspect of a practice by giving you a case study of Titan. There are some people who are in quadrant one, or some entrepreneurs or some businesses. neither they are aware of business analytics concept nor they are aware of the practice. There are some who are in quadrant two, wherein they are aware about the concept, but they are not aware about the practice. Those entrepreneurs or businesses are in quadrant two. In quadrant three, high awareness of business analytics practices, but not aware about the basic fundamental concept. So many a times, those who are in quadrant three, they will get confused in tools, they will get confused in customizations and so on. So they will have a lot of difficulties because they don't have the background knowledge. And fourth, some are in this ideal quadrant, what I call it as quadrant four. They are aware of the business analytics concept and also the practice, how it is used and what it is. I believe that based on our today's discussion, majority of you are now in quadrant four, wherein before the session you may be in quadrant one, two, or three, but now you are aware about the basic concept of business analytics and at least one example of business analytics. And why this awareness matrix is important, because once you understand that you are at which level, which quadrant, you just have to move to the next quadrant. And there is, nothing like minimum marks, maximum marks, grades, percentages, or any kind of a evaluation being done over here. It is as simple as that how we can take our business to the next step with the power and capacity of business analytics. Just to conclude, what I have shared is basically an understanding of the business analytics concept, wherein I talked about that how we have to solve a particular problem or identify a particular opportunity. For that, we need data. When we process that data, that becomes information. When we use information for decision making, again and again, we become knowledgeable. So that is the chain of data, information, knowledge. And there is always a feedback loop at each stage that I have used business analytics tool. It can be on pen and paper. It can be on an Excel sheet. It can be some hi-fi tool that you may be accessing right now. And what is the use of that? Or when you have input the data, are you getting the right kind of processed data, that is the information? So this is the concept. Second is how to use business analytics. I've already shared with you an example or a case study of Titan, how they can generate a revenue of almost 800 crores, which is a huge number, and how they could use business analytics successfully. I have also shared so many different parameters about this case study, that how many customers that they are reaching, what are the different functions that you are using, they are using in business analytics, and so on. So along with the concept, along with how to use, and along with the examples, I believe that you are getting a complete package. Coming back to the example that I have shared, wherein I talked about Bahubali and how initially he solved the problem by changing the approach he looks at the peculiar problem. In this part two of the movie, when the Bahubali's wife is not aware of how to use three arrows at a time, in a particular scene, Bahubali teaches her that how to quickly, change the position of the fingers, and how to quickly draw the three arrows, and how to quickly throw these three arrows together. That is nothing but business analytics. That we are now knowing that there is such tool or such concept is available to us, wherein we can take our business to the next level. And we have to understand definitely the different tools, but conceptually you have understood, that companies are already using that. And with this knowledge, not only you can use these three arrows analogy, but you can take your learning of this business analytics to the next level. I know that although this was a stipulated time available to us, I believe this is a good advertisement for you to understand the need and purpose of business analytics. And with this, I would like to conclude my talk over here, and we can open the session for question and answer.